Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-March 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Scorpio. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages I receive, as well as meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get started here. Column number one. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Scorpio. Column number one, we're going to take a look at anything that's coming for the remainder of the month. So kind of any like big messages, key items there. Column number two, we're going to talk about anything related to money. Column number three, we're going to talk about anything related to love. And in our fourth and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. Let's get it. Column number one, again, just taking a look at kind of any big things coming for you here, Scorpio. So we have the summary affirmation card of connection. I love to see this card. So twofold, let me give you a couple different messages here. So with the connection card, this could be a relationship or a connection that's especially important in these next few weeks. So do keep that in mind. Keep relationships top of mind. Keep them top priority. Again, one of those relationships or connections could be extra important. But one of the things I love about the connection card is that you're really well connected right now. You're connected to time, you're connected to your surroundings, you're connected to those relationships, those really important connections, like you're kind of plugged in all the right places. It's really easy to get disconnected from any one thing or multiple things just because there's so much going on in life. So, big fan of the connection card, but let's see what other messages I can give you here. All right, so first up we have the Justice card. The Justice card is a card of cause and effect. So where you give your time and attention is where you're going to see the results. Also, what you put in is kind of what you're going to get out when we see the type of Justice card. This could also be a card of finding out some sort of information, finding out some sort of truth. I will say I feel like the Justice card is always favorable for you, Scorpio, so we love to see that. We like when that happens. We like when this card comes up. This is also really good for legal matters, contracts, things of the court. So those type of negotiations or legal matters. I do feel like for most of you, this is like finding out truth, finding out information. And then we have the Hermit card. So the Hermit is going within for clarity. But in this case, we're taking the clarity that we have and we're going within. So I feel like we need to process the information that we've been given and figure out how it applies to us, what it means to us. So this is like a card for spiritual illumination, being on your life's path, your life's purpose. So again, I feel like something happened, we found out information, and now it's like, what do we do with it? So we need to get clarity on how we proceed forward, where we go with what we've just learned, right? And at the bottom, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of multitasking, but this is also like weighing your options, weighing the information. We could be reprioritizing, refocusing, but again, it's like we're weighing. What do we do with what we just learned? Where do we go from here? Let's take a look at our clarifiers and see what other information I can give you here. So first up, we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a speed, action, quick change card. So generally speaking, I do think the next few weeks, Scorpio, are going to go by pretty fast for you. On top of that, though, with the Eight of Wands, again, this is finding out information. This is hearing news, seeing something, hearing something. So again, I feel like we're finding out truth. We're gaining information here. The next card we have is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of being very traditional and very conventional. I feel like whatever this is, it's very routine, it's very regular right now, and I do feel like that's going to shift. So again, we're changing our day-to-day, we're changing our routine, we're changing the tradition, the way that we conventionally do something at this point. This is also an expectations card, but I do feel like this is like better than expected, so I like to see this. So I think the news or the information you found out maybe came in better than you had hoped for. And at the bottom, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is hardworking, nose to the grindstone. It's interesting because same thing with this card is like you put in the hard work, but you get to reap the benefits of your hard work. So I do think for some of you, this is something that you've been working hard on for a long time. So again, this is like you found out that you have gotten whatever because of your hard work. But for many of you, this is again, how do we proceed forward? Where do we focus our effort, our time, our energy, our work now? Again, looking for that kind of spiritual illumination, that path we're supposed to be on, and what direction are we going to start working in now that we know what we know in these next few weeks? Okay. Taking a look at our next column now, Scorpio, anything, related to money, a quick money affirmation for you. It says, money is a tool I choose to use to build the life of my dreams. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Scorpio. First up, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is our card for desire for long-term security. These are the things that we want, Scorpio. So we need to be thinking about our desires and making sure we're working towards them. I feel like there's something that we want that we don't have in this moment. The next card we have is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card... Again, I mentioned this earlier, I feel like you're going to have a busy month. You see there's something different happening in each of these cups. So there's just a lot of different things going on. It indicates busy. I feel like you could have a lot of asks at work or just a busy next few weeks in work. This can also be a little non-committal though. So it's like, I feel like we want something, but we aren't taking the action to get there. We're not fully committed to it. We're not fully committed to getting there. So that's one of the things that we need to think about, Scorpio. What is that desire? What is that thing that we want? And why haven't we fully committed to it? Because again, I'm feeling some non-committal energy here. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is putting in the hard work, and then getting to the benefit of what we want because we've worked hard for it. This is also like work smarter, not harder. So maybe we think it's very complicated to get to this thing, but maybe we're making it more complex than it really is. So I would take like simple actions to start moving you towards the desire that you want here, Scorpio. This is also like a card of enjoyment too. And I feel like, I don't know, some of you need to ask yourself, like, is this long-term thing something that we're going to enjoy? And if not, I feel like we need to be working towards something that we enjoy. Perhaps for some of you, that's why we're non-committal, because it's like, is it what we really want? So just food for thought there. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage, typically. Just knowing the newness that comes with this card, I think this is interesting because I do feel like someone or a person or a relationship could change, and that would also change like our long-term desires. Like, I'm just throwing out an example here, Scorpio. Like, perhaps you just found out you were pregnant. So maybe you wanted an apartment in a high-rise complex, but now you want a house with backyard because you found out you're having a baby, right? So I do feel like there's something that potentially is changing the desire. I feel like there's new desires coming in. And we need to look at it because, again, I feel like we weren't fully committed to it anyways. The next card we have is the King of Wands. Love to see this. This is very bold. This is very powerful. We have the ability to move on this. So this is something that you can make progress on. But first we need to get clear on what the desire is. And then it's like you have the power to take the action here. At the bottom we have the Seven of Cups again. So a repeat card. Again, I feel like it's going to be a pretty busy next few weeks in terms of work. Just kind of non-committal, but I feel like we need to again figure out exactly what it is we want. Maybe there's a new desire, but then from there, let's get committed and start to take action towards it. So whatever that financial, money desire, career desire is. All right, next column is anything related to love. So quick love message. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage. So the first card we have is the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card does not mean death, but it does indicate some sort of change, some sort of transformation. I feel like it's time to move on. It's time to let go. I do feel like there's a relationship ending here. This could be a friendship. It could be like a lover situation. It could be a toxic family member, but we do have the Death card, which is an ending, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is like a turning point. Perhaps for some of you, the relationship might not end, but it changes. I don't know. I feel like it's probably ending for most of you, but there's a possibility that this will turn the corner. But again, I feel like for the majority of you, the turning the corner here is the relationship ending. At the bottom, we have the Five of Swords, or excuse me, the Five of Wands. This is rivalry, obstacles, challenges. I just feel like there were too many conflicts, too many bumps in the road. Again, this could be turning the corner where we move away from that. But I'm feeling for the majority of you, like, we're just ready to move on. It's been too many conflicts. We haven't been able to move past this. Let's take a look here at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Nine of Cups. This has a literal meaning of wishes coming true. So again, I don't know. Some of you are wishing to just be done, and some of you, Scorpio, are wishing for this to get better. It seems for whatever you're wishing for is going to happen. So again, whether you just want to be done and move on, that will happen for you. Or if you're hoping the relationship will turn around and turn a corner, I think there's potential for that too. So whatever your desire is here, I feel like your desire is happening. So I feel good about this because again, this is like, this is what you want here, Scorpio. The next card we have is the Six of Wands. Again, this is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. So whatever outcome you're hoping for here, Scorpio, seems to be what's coming. And at the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune again, so another nice repeat card for us. So again, I feel like this is a turning point for some of you and it's an end. Perhaps some of you it's turning around. If it is, we're moving away from the conflict regardless, though, whether the relationship's ending or the relationship improves. We get to move past whatever this reoccurring conflict was. All right, now taking a look at our fourth and final column, a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card of moderation. I love moderation. I feel like moderation is one of those keys to success. Everything that we do, and we need to do it in moderation. So can you go out and eat junk food? Yes, but just do it in moderation. Should we be exercising? Yes, in moderation. You can absolutely do it too little or too much. Sleeping in moderation, exercising in moderation, spending money in moderation, all those things. So be keeping moderation in mind. Moderation, again, is the key to success. It's one of those big enablers for getting us the things that we want in life. But let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. So first up, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a very long-term card. This is about leaving a legacy. So I feel like we need to be setting ourselves up for the future here. So that's the message I'm getting. This can be retirement for some of you, which is super exciting. This could also be a lump sum of money or inheritance. But what I'm really hearing here is, like, I feel like we need to be setting ourselves up for success in the future. One of the ways that we're going to be doing that is moderation. The next card we have is the Eight of Cups. This is about moving forward. This is the grass is greener on the other side. There's something we can be doing better to better set ourselves up for the future here. And then at the bottom we have the Two of Wands. This is like a card of waiting. So it's like there's something we could be doing better. We've been waiting to do it, but I feel like this is a call to action. And I think this thing ties to moderation, like maybe it's saving more money, something of that sort. But I feel like there's something that we can be doing. We've been waiting, we've been putting it off, but this is a call to action saying there's something we could be doing better. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Knight of Cups. This is typically a love card, Prince or Princess Charming, Knight in Shining Armor. Very romantic, very proposal-like. But I feel like this is the perfect opportunity. So this is the ideal, the perfect situation, the perfect opportunity. So again, this is a call to action. I don't know why it's so important that it happens now, Scorpio, but that's a pretty clear message for you. We also have the King of Swords, very strategic, very intentional, very long term. Again, call to action to start setting yourself up for the future. At the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. This can be a decision card. The Two of Wands can also be a decision card. So I feel like rather than waiting, we need to make the decision to start doing whatever this is now. All right, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Two of Spades, number 34 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 8 of Hearts, number 36 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 3 of Hearts, number 1 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes there for you, Scorpio. We're going to take a look at our healing stone for the month, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of March. You have calcite, which is good for courage, growth, helps kind of fade any lethargic energy, gives you new drive, new ideas. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our healing notes deck. Scorpio, your healing note says, there's something beautiful about all scars of whatever nature. A scar means the hurt is over, the wound is closed, healed, and done with. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow. That helps me greatly. And when you subscribe, you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your March.